Welcome to Legion's Lair. I'm Old Man Kyle, and let's go.
And I am Brad Jones, brooder of Bjorn God.
Mike Casper, the Emir himself. Guys, do we have a show for you tonight? Oh my God. I am going to introduce our guest. I've been jonesing for this freaking interview for so damn long. So long. I even made a wonderful guest introduction, and I'm going to read it to you guys here. Our guest tonight is a Four Horsemen studio fan and collector. He is also the My Wife Is Going to Kill Me podcast's favorite groupie and the only member of the Legion's community to be over 100 years old. Welcome, Mr. Old Man Kyle Moore. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing wonderful, gentlemen. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I've been looking forward to it as well, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
Nice. What news do we got?
Not a lot on my front, just working my butt off.
Nice.
And
it's hot.
Sweating your dick off.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
It's right here in my pocket.
Yeah. Well, the heat right now is going to render the hot seat null and void because the air's so hot around us that who cares about the hot seat? But I know for a fact that Sunday night was the final time you could order Infinite Legion. So that pre-order is done. Did any of you guys get any of the Faden or the Thanos figures?
Actually,
I did not. What do we got there? I did not. As we all know, my Travis from My Wife's Gonna Kill Me is a retailer. So I'm going to go ahead and get them from Trav. I did order the pins from the guys, but I want to make sure that anybody that wants them and they have them gets them, outside of somebody that doesn't have a retailer friend or anything like that. So I'll go through Trav, leave those few that I was going to buy for somebody else to snap up. So
Nice.
Yeah, it was hard though too because my wife likes purple, and of course, they put a purple one out, so she was all over me. So
yeah, but I hear she's okay being disappointed.
Oh, wow. We're going to go right now. Okay.
Mike is
Mike is on fire.
Woo, baby. Hey,
I got nothing. Usually I have a snappy comeback. I got nothing on that.
This is going to be more of a My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast style.
Oh, then I'm good to go.
Now, real quick, I need to do a shout out to two special little girls who have decided to drive from Kansas City all the way to Ohio, where they used to live. But Evan, oh, they flew. My bad. I thought they drove. So they flew here. Evelyn and Eleanor. So I got to see them today, have Giannino's pizza with them, and they had a good time. Tomorrow they'll be going somewhere special. I can't say. They were asking Lauren all night where they were going, so we'll keep that a secret. But they're probably watching right now with their grandpa, who they're probably like, what is this stuff? What is going on? But shout out to them. Mike, to answer your question, I did not go all in on this, but like Old Man Kyle says, in hand, legions have always surprised, and if you don't like it now, once it comes out, you can see it. I may have a different thought on that, but as of right now, I just wasn't feeling it too much, and nothing against anything. It looked great. It's just not a good time. Not a good time. So.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I try to buy everything because just like what you're saying, Brad, is it looks great, and then it looks good in the package, and then you blow a load when you get it in hand. So
yeah,
that's true. That's happened a lot.
I think the small parts with the larger parts just really look good.
Yeah.
I got 2 of each, so they really look good.
I probably will end up with 2 of each as well. Well, 3 of each with Kathy. So
nice. So let's get into this. First off, we have to know, okay? We need to know your real age, because once again, it has been rumored throughout the community that you hit the century mark. Now, can you indeed confirm that, or can you give us your real age?
I can actually do both. I can confirm that I'm only 53 years old, which puts Nate Strong older than me. We have a friend of ours in our group that is a year and 5 days older than me. I will also confirm that at heart, I am 100 years old. I am. When they say Old Man Kyle, it's get off my lawn. It's why are there 4 people standing around a hole? I need to call the state and let them know their construction workers aren't doing anything. I'm hey, your radio doesn't need to be at a 7 when you're sitting 3 feet from it. Just, turn it down. So yeah, I am. Yeah. Old Man Kyle is not my chronological age. It's my ethereal age, if you will.
Now, I will say this: if anyone that saw the post on Facebook Cabal, I had to obviously find a picture, and I go, I know I've taken selfies or taken pictures of Kyle's. I go, so I scrolled through, and I'm going through, and I found one, and if you see the one in the post, I had to cut out Travis. I didn't want to put Travis in the post and make it confusing. So Travis.
Oh, there's no confusion. There's no confusion, but it's the same. It's the same way, Trev. Yeah.
I'll show the real picture, but like literally, like it's like he's right here and Kyle's over here, but like all right. I'm like, well, let's get it right here to my face. It's perfect. And but I did cut out Travis for that one. But I go, you know what? I need another picture, a couple more. So I'm scrolling, and I did get some. But as I scrolled back a while looking, and I'm thinking, man, I found young Kyle. I mean,
oh crap. Oh crap.
There is that. I didn't bring any pictures. I'm just saying that you could go to Kyle if you're friends with him. You could go back and you could.
Oh, if you look on my page, oh my God, yeah. Oh
and
man.
Eventually, you would see young Kyle, and I'm going, oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at you. You had color.
I had color. I had hair. Beautiful blonde hair. I weighed about 60 pounds less. Oh, I had a 0% body fat.
You were a little skinnier, but I will say
I was a lot skinnier. It's all right.
In all your pictures, though, you always look like you're having a blast. So
I am having a blast. Yeah.
Always, even young Kyle's having a blast. And
yeah. The only time I'm not having a blast is if I'm at a funeral. And that's it, really.
Yeah, those are those. Yeah, I could show up at anyone's funeral and just start crying. That's just me.
Yeah.
So Kyle, you are from hell, aren't you? No, it's called Michigan. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not from Hell, Michigan, but I am from Michigan. Yeah. I
Is there a
originate.
Hell, Michigan?
There really is a Hell, Michigan. Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely, there is. Yeah.
So, are you a fan of their sport teams? And what sport teams are you a fan of?
All of them. My only differential is in college. Oh man, this is going to be bad. I support Michigan football and Michigan State basketball. So I literally have shirts I wear different, and you're not supposed to be able to do that. You know, you're not supposed to do that. So I catch a little flack from family members and close friends that care. None of the guys in our toy groups, they don't care. They don't even know Michigan has college basketball, football teams. Yeah, so it's the only code I break. I don't follow one college team, but otherwise I'm a Pistons fan, Tigers fan, Lions fan, Red Wings fan. Yeah, I follow all of it.
There was one team that you loved outside of the state of Michigan, and they reside in Columbus, Ohio, and they are called the Ohio State Buckeyes, the champions of college football. Is this?
Yeah, that is not true. That is not true.
Oh my God. Who was lying then? This is unbelievable.
Yeah. Where is the off button here?
Yeah.
Now,
and cut.
Yeah.
Here, I can move this out of here real quick.
No, I am not an Ohio State fan. I will follow just about anything else, but I can't do Ohio State. It's not in my blood.
Is Ramirez
Right, yeah.
just became best friends?
Yeah.
He hates Ohio State.
Yeah, I do too. For all the same reasons that you guys hate Michigan. It's just, it's in our blood. It's in our blood.
Nate says, yes, there's a Hell, Michigan, and a Climax.
And a Climax, Michigan. Yeah.
Where Travis
Travis would live in Climax. Yeah.
Trav should have a yes. I cannot believe I've not thought of that before. Way to go, Nate. Way to go, Nate.
We have to do this right now. Show the picture.
Everyone's getting knighted right now.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Everyone. Nate is getting knighted. Kyle is getting knighted. Michael, you are getting knighted. I am getting fucking knighted.
Don't hit yourself.
Damn, don't kill yourself, Brad. Oh, my God. Stop the bleeding. Hey, Brad, can you pull up the picture that I sent you? Please.
Oh, no.
We're talking about Travis. We are getting this out into the open. This has been on my mind. Hold on. Don't pull up the picture yet. I want to say right now that there has been rumors that at G-Con last year, you and Travis Bowles were caught making love sitting in the seats while the figures were being released or revealed. Is there truth to this?
There is some truth to it. You forgot Walter Hagen was sitting in there and on that too. So
was it a threesome? He was getting in on. We need to see the pictures. Well, I don't see Walter's there, but oh my God, you guys, what is up with that? Can you defend yourself right now? What is going on?
Not only will I not defend myself, I am all for it. That guy, Travis, just oozes love. And but I'll tell you what, if you took it, you could have been 9. You could have been sitting there. I got bad shoulders. I got to put my arm up on stuff to rest my arm. If you'd have gotten a shot to the left, I was probably hanging my arm on the left too. So now the fact that it was Travis was a little bit easier and held it a little longer. But
who conned Walter into being the threesome? Because he jumped.
Oh, Trav. I'm not a threesome kind of guy.
Now, are any of you guys wearing pants?
I am. Pretty sure Walter is. And if Trav's wearing them, they're the tearaways. So he's ready in a second. And I know he's not wearing any underwear. You can forget that right now.
Oh, man. Wow. I took these pictures.
Actually, I should say this like Dusty's going to say it, right? Kyle. How you
Kyle.
gonna like the beat down? Steve's
getting. I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be so good.
Dusty's manager. Dusty on this one. Kyle can be Bouchatti's, but we're gonna talk about Steve. But,
Okay.
But Kyle can be Steve's manager. I am Dusty's manager. And
All right.
Let me tell you something, brother. No one's beating my boy. No one. He's got the rocket fuel. And when you got the rocket fuel, you're gonna just go up, 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 up. And someone the size of Steven, the beta Bouchatti, he couldn't get up off the ground, even if he had the whole world's supply of rocket fuel. Do you understand?
No, brother. No. I'm going to come in there and I'm going to do some bad things. Bad things. I'm going to have Steven come in. I'm going to hit your face on the turnbuckle. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen is the Undertaker
Oh, oh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's definitely gonna be fun, Dusty. It is gonna be.
Dusty
fun.
says he'll allow it.
I guess it can be Dusty's lovely Elizabeth.
I might have to wear some of my WWE shirts, Allegiance Con, if that's the case. Because yeah, I can't. I hope that one of them wears a hat, baseball trucker cap, preferably.
Well, it won't be Steven. He will not put anything on that head.
I just want them to turn it back, like over the top, like Sylvester Stallone did. You know, get in there. You got to get the finger in there and then get the. Yeah.
Dusty's more likely going to do it because he's got the head. He can just put that on there and do that. You put a hat on Steven. First of all, it's got to be, 6 times the size of a normal hat. And then when he puts it on and goes to turn on, he's going to catch on that. And he wouldn't do it anyway. He's not touching that hair.
So,
no.
Dusty and I have been in talks for weeks now on tactics. And we're just going right at him. Right, Dusty? Going right at him. And I will have my boy ready by the time Legion's comes.
I'm telling you right now, Steve is patient. He's patient. He's going to keep his body centered. And Dusty's going to come at him, and Steve's just going to open up them big old sausage arms. Whap! Back.
To be honest, though, I think Ange can pull my impression off. I think Ange can dress up as Paul Bear and pull. I think Ange can do it. I think Ange can do it. She can do it. Come on, Dusty. Practice with her every night.
Ange will be Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
She'll be Dusty's Miss Elizabeth.
She'll be Miss Elizabeth, yeah.
Well, J Max says Mike Casper can be Dusty's lovely Elizabeth.
Gonna have to get you a wig, Mike.
Yeah, definitely would need a wig to pull that one. That's gonna be me for sure. Nice. Okay, my friend, what got you into adult action figure collecting? Because not to be. Not to have it misconstrued as being adult toys, because we know you have plenty
collecting
of
as an adult.
Yeah, collecting
as
an adult.
I stopped in the last 2 years of high school and the first 2 years of college when it was sports and girls. And even the stuff I bought when I was as a freshman and sophomore would have been stuff that just I saw and appealed to me. And then I grabbed it. And of course, in 1987, when I was a sophomore, that's not something you do at, 15, 16 years old. So I would run in and I'd buy it and I'd come back out. And I didn't basically collect anything. And then my second year in college, that would have been 92 and 91, 92. I picked up a few things, and then in 95, the Power of the Force steroid figures hit, and I was back completely, just all in, and I haven't stopped. So literally, I'm 53. I collected when I started collecting Star Wars figures. Was the first thing I remember that I collected. Of course, I got all the stuff that they had, in the 70s, where it was just, there wasn't a lot of toys around, that action figure toys. So 1977, 76, 77, I didn't stop for about 4.5 years, and then started again, and I'm still doing it. So
nice.
Yeah.
How did you come to start collecting Four Horsemen studio product?
my wife's going to kill me. Travis, my wife's going to kill me.
Wow.
And I didn't do it immediately. God, it's one of the biggest regrets I have as a collector was when they first came out. I think they were like $28 a piece for the standard figure. And I'm like, why would I spend $28 on a figure that's got the same armor on it, just repainted, when I can buy a Marvel Legend figure for $20 and get all the extra pieces? Boy, was I wrong. So wrong. So wrong. So now I'm chasing. I don't have Unkin. I don't have, the original Otho. I don't have a lot of those figures. I didn't get in fully until Coliseum, Advent of Decay. I can't remember.
Oh,
So I missed.
early still though.
Yeah, I mean, but still, I missed a ton of figures that now I go back and it's like, well, honey, I love you, but we got to put, a third mortgage on the house for toys. I mean, everybody's got 2 mortgages for toys now. So,
okay, so we mentioned My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast. How did you become a groupie of this podcast, and what has fueled your passionate love for this portly band of misfits?
I was there day one. I wasn't in on any of obviously that stuff. It was just gonna be the 3 guys. But literally, I think I show up like in the first, inside the first 10 episodes. And I've just been there ever since. And it's just been, I've been there. I've just been there the whole time. I'm an hour away, so it's not like I can do it regularly as much as I like to. There's sometimes where you won't see me for 6 months, and then there's sometimes you'll see me 3 weeks in a row. It really all depends on the time of year, what I'm doing. If I'm staying the night at Trav's the night before because we're getting stupid.
Now, how many times do you go in Travis's hot tub?
I don't go in Trav's hot tub a lot. I've been in it a few times, not as much as he'd like me to be, and probably not as much time as I should be. But I don't get naked a lot, so there's kind of a rule. Like if everybody in Trav's hot tub is getting in naked, you either get in naked or you go do something else. You don't stay in there with your clothes on the outside of the hot tub looking in. But I've gotten in there a few times. Yeah. And I've gotten in naked a few times.
You're like, Mike's like, they were naked.
Well,
you did not know this? Come on, you have to know this.
Well, we've heard stories, obviously.
It's not every time. It's not every time. But when we all get together, generally about 9 or 10 o'clock, it starts.
How is what's his face, Francisco? How is Francisco supposed to get those pictures? I mean, somebody had to take those behind shots of Travis, right?
I didn't take all of them. But a lot of that is just Trav. He sets up a camera. I get a Snapchat every day that the pool is open, and he opens his pool in April and closes it in October. Most people open their pool in May and they close it at Labor Day weekend. And he will every day he sends me a snap. It's just a picture of his pool with the temperature of the air, and then all of a sudden, naked Trav jumps into the water or dives in. Every day. He's just alive. What can I say? But so he probably takes a lot of his own naked pictures himself.
I want to say he did a My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast naked.
I'm not surprised. He probably did. He probably did. Yeah. He's probably done it more than once. But they just don't show it.
Now, I've done plenty of these in my underwear, but no one sees that.
That's why Trav, if he does it naked, you don't see. You just see the top of the table.
Nice.
Well, I mean, there could be like, it's like that commercial with the Zoom meeting where the guy all of a sudden points down and he's like, he's got the shirt and tie when he's like in his boxer briefs and the long
especially when they're doing a live show, which is most of the time now, they'll do it on YouTube. There's a very small delay, very short. So if something happens and Trav moves or the camera drops down, I'm not sure Cody has enough time to buzz that out. So he probably doesn't do it a lot. But if you ask me, if I had to bet my house on whether or not Trav has done more than one of those episodes naked, I would say take my house, because that's the truth.
I know he did one because I was watching it, and all you saw was his chest. He was sitting down at the table, and he didn't have a shirt on. So
that's Trav. That's Trav probably, especially this time of year. That's Trav probably 23 out of 24 hours, and the only time it's on is if he has to go to the store.
He is a very tan man.
Yes, he is. He is.
Very tan. All the cracks and crevices are tan on that man.
Naked.
I know this, Brad.
Naked.
Yeah, have you seen? I mean, you've seen the picture. So I can see Travis and Heidi on the back of their decks with their legs up, just sunning their anuses and their taints. They built 8 foot walls, 8 foot fencing around their property, 8 feet, and then there's a section of it where their neighbor is up 5 feet. One of their next door neighbors is up 5 feet, so they built it 12 feet tall. Oh my God.
So they can walk around naked.
Oh my.
Yep.
Wow. Nice. Well, shoot. I'm gonna have to see this house next Mesquite Con.
Dude, I will speak for Trav. You are more than welcome. More than welcome. He would have you guys out there. Now the problem is Mesquite Con is in March, so you're gonna get hot tub. You're not gonna get pool. So
we gotta see the hot tub. Got to manage to get sun where the sun shine.
I'm telling you, dude, I can see it. I can see them both on their freaking things, just on their legs. The sun just hitting all the holes.
Travis, yes. Heidi, not as much. Every so often, Trav will send a picture of Heidi gardening. It'll be from the back, and she'll have her bottoms on, but it's not anything, expose, because she would probably lose her shit. Excuse me. But Trav doesn't care. Trav doesn't care.
Nice. Now, old man Kyle, can you tell us the PowerCon breakfast burrito story?
Oh my God, are you kidding me with this still?
Matt Rod might be one of my heroes for this.
Matt may have single-handedly ruined my relationship with Cornboy. This at PowerCon was the first time I met Cornboy, I met Jim, and I'm like just slobbering over myself. These are heroes. These are people that I've come to just admire. And so Matt comes around. Matt is going to be the reason why I go to jail. I'm telling you right now. So Matt comes around and says, "Hey, would you like a breakfast sandwich?" I said, "Sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate it." So I eat it. 10 minutes later, Cornboy comes over and says, "Hey,
oh my fuck.
Matt says you ate my breakfast sandwich." So now I've pissed off a guy that I want no other person on the planet to like me more. And I've just chapped his ass and I'm standing there like, and Matt, I go over to Matt and he's just grinning. Matt's grin. It's just like the Joker. It's like, like you. And you know, obviously we all know how that happened, but Corn Boy still ribs me every time. And every time I hear that from Corn Boy, I'm like, I don't really think he likes me. And the problem is now is I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna every time I see Corn Boy in the morning, I'm gonna offer him a breakfast sandwich. And the thing about it is you know, he's when he's not feeling good, you know, and he's not coming to shows or whatever, and he's you know, he's not feeling well. I'm like, so now I've turned to the guy that stole his breakfast sandwich, to the guy who gives him a breakfast sandwich. He eats it, and then now I've killed Corn Boy. So now I'm just like, no, I'll just keep playing the, you know, the breakfast sandwich thing up, but I'm not, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
Matt,
that's a great story.
that guy.
Corn Boy coming over with his mask on, like, you know, and
Matt
like,
said you ate my breakfast sandwich. Where's my breakfast sandwich? I'm like, I'm sorry. And then I realized, what am I apologizing for? I didn't know it was his breakfast sandwich, but that's just where we're at now. It's just one of those things now that it's just gonna follow me wherever I go. It's gonna follow the show. It's gonna follow Legion's Con or PowerCon everywhere I go.
I did hear that Corn Boy took it easy on you because of your age.
If he did, I appreciate it, because, again, if he would have just even raised his voice, I probably would have ran away crying. I mean, like, ah.
he probably did under that mask. He's probably like,
It's hard to tell with Corn Boy, because even with the mask on, his eyes are up, his eyebrows are up, and you just know he's underneath that mask. He's like,
Oh my God. Yeah, Brad has lost it.
Brad knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure you do too, Mike. But Brad knows he knows that his eyebrows perk up and the eyes get wide, and you don't know if he's smiling or if he's getting ready to kill you.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I do.
Now, Kyle, we need to know, we're going to do a little transition here, but we need to know, since you are part of the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast inner circle, we need to know how truly beta is Lord Stephen Busciotti, the alpha. Please don't hold back. I'm
not going to hold back.
Stephen never watches this show because this show is too fucking alpha for him.
I'm telling you right now, though, this will get back to him, because that's how my life is. This is Corn Boy 2.0. Steve on air and in some public situations is alpha. He is on. He's got the quick comebacks. He's got the everything. He is, when he's on the show. For example, we just got together at Trav's this past weekend for a pool party. And Trav has two entrances. He's got one that comes through the house onto the deck, by the way, which I just stripped and refinished for him. Looks beautiful. And they have a back gate. The 12-foot gate I was telling you about, the 12-foot wall has an 8-foot gate, in it. So we're all there. We're playing music. We're having fun. And here comes Steve, and the gate opens, and he just struts in. Perfect alpha. If you're talking with him, if you're hanging out with him, if you're just being friends with Steve, he is not only is he beta, but he's probably delta or gamma. He's just.
There we go. The truth has come out, Stephen.
But when he is on, he is on, and so there's that difference. Yeah.
I will tell you one thing, Stephen Busciotti. Listen to me now. Listen to my words. When I watched My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast, I saw what you did to Caspar, the Triceratops beast. You laid him down on your table. And yes, Brad, he took the Lord Stephen Busciotti of the Furious Ford figure and teabagged Casper. Teabagged him. I'm coming for you, Busciotti.
I got nothing to defend that.
You.
I mean, Mike. It could have been worse, Michael. He could have
Getting
been.
teabagged by Bushati? Nothing's
put
worse
you in
than
the
that.
doggy
The
style
size of those
position.
balls would suffocate you.
Nothing would be worse than to be teabagged by the alpha, because he's going to let you know it while he's doing it. He's going to come down on your face and go blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, you probably don't want real Steve to teabag, but action figure Steve is way better. That's for sure. That's for sure.
No.
Oh my God! I just
The thing is, though, I don't think Steve could get down that far to teabag. I really don't think. I think his knees would pop.
You get a point. The squats. Who can he squat? Can he do that?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, he might come down and then just not come up. So it might.
He might come down, and then you're going to hear things break.
It's not a teabag at that time. That's just a drop. You know.
Yeah, it's a squat.
Escaped with his life.
Oh my God. Lord Stephen Bukaki.
Lord Stephen Bukake.
Oh my God, yes! Oh,
I need t-shirts. I need t-shirts.
Dusty, we're doing this.
Man, Dusty, you are on fire. Steve, when Steve is alpha, he is on like Dusty is on. It has been on for the last 6 weeks. That's it.
Nice. Well, I'm telling you right now, Lord Stephen Bushati is a fake alpha. He wants to be alpha so bad, but he's fake. And this coming Legion's Con, my boy Dusty is going to prove how beta Lord Beta Shoddy is. Okay, Lord Beta Shoddy. It's happening. Dusty, I want you to be rocking it. You know, the eye of the tiger. You just keep on working out, baby. Keep on working out. You keep on calling me. And I will encourage you. We're going to do it. But in fact, we need to get Dusty on here at some point.
Yes. You need to get him on before Legion's Con and then again after Legion's Con.
Yeah.
And then you got to get Steven on. He won't do it, but yeah.
Oh, he's been on before, but he was shaking the whole time. You know what that was about.
Is Dusty watching? Dusty.
Oh, yeah,
Mike,
Dusty's on board.
I have the schedule in front of me. So episode 22 should be Legion's Con preview, which is going to be October 28th, which will be our last episode right before.
We need to get Dusty on that episode.
So we'll bring Dusty and maybe bring Steve on and have a little.
Oh, dude, that is freaking awesome.
A pre-Legion's Con. Oh my Lord!
Oh my God!
That's the setup, boys. That's the setup, boys. That's the pre-interview. That's the one where you get them talking and they're pointing and they're doing all that stuff, and then bang, Legion's Con. Oh, that's what you got to do
after Legion's Con. That'll be cool for Thomas after Legion's Con. So that's kind of lucky to be on our show after anything after Legion's Con. Before or after scheduled like that is going to be a fun show. So yeah, that'll be great. We'll do that. Dusty, if you're watching, obviously Steve will have to, you can even relay to Steve that
I'll relay to Steve. Yeah, I'll stay on him.
I'll as well, but yeah, relay to Steve that we'll bring them both on, have them talk smack, and
Can you relay that information to Steven?
Yes,
we have Depends with you. Clean up his soiled shorts, put on some Depends, and then so when you keep on reminding him, you don't have to worry about soiled panties. And I do panties because I believe with all my heart, Stephen, the Lord, Stephen or Beta Shoddy wears panties. You heard it here first. Panties.
Stephen.
Panties.
I don't know if he wears panties. He probably wears tighty whities, though. I would guess Steve wears tighty whities.
Stephen Beta Cocky.
Large Stephen Beta Cocky. Beta Bukaki. Oh my God. This is gonna be like 9 words long by the time we get to Legion's Con.
Weigh-in. That would be great.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Virtual weigh-in would be awesome.
Oh, virtual weigh-in. Oh, this is going to be a show, man. Wow. What we just came up with. Old man Kyle Moore, you and Brad are geniuses. Geniuses.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.
I try.
Brad, knight yourself. Knight
Yeah.
yourself.
Just damn it.
Be careful. Be careful.
Inside. I will knight it. Get it right here. I will do it right. Kyle, you too, because this summer it was your thinking as well. I think that they should either make videos, send it to us, and then we'll play them, but then actually bring them on.
Oh, that would be cool.
So we'll play the videos first as like a promo of them talking more smack to one another, and then just bring them on. Or we can bring them on separately and talk, and we can pull the Maury Povich shit on them. We can be like, oh yeah, well here's Steven right here, and we'll just bring him in. Just you'll be typing all this shit. You're like, yeah, dude, just talk as much shit as you want, okay?
I tell you what I got to try and do is on that weigh-in, I gotta try to get Steve to wear just Depends, just like an oversized package. He walks out, when they walk out, they're wearing Speedos, which Steve can't fit into. They don't make them big enough, but I'm sure they make, or we could sew two Depends together. But no, that'd be great. Have him come out and just Depends. Have him get on the virtual scale where he lies and says he's 190 pounds.
Nice.
What's those sumo wrestling outfits? Steven needs to have one of those sumo little, and he'll come out and
again. Really, then all we need to do is just paint the Depends. Really, just paint them red or something, because cut them down a little bit, paint them.
Nice.
Now, somebody sent me something.
There is up in Michigan, up by MWIGKM, that area, there is a staple at a lot of the toy shows. And that is Mr. Kyle Moore and Jason Boostra. You guys have, I don't know if you guys partner up, but you guys usually do shows together, and you guys have pretty amazing booths. Can you tell me how this came to be? And your
oh my goodness, it's been well over a decade, at least. I mean, well over a decade. But we locally did a gymnasium show, one of those Saturday, school gymnasium shows, and he was set up in the corner, and he was selling vintage Star Wars. And it was my first show, and I was selling modern Star Wars, mostly modern Star Wars. And so we had just started the Facebook Michigan Toy Crew, and I walked over to him and I introduced myself, and I told him, hey, we're on this page if you want to get, and that was it. It literally was just, hey, how you doing? Wonderful. We got this, and then we have been best friends ever since. We do everything together. I mean, I do a lot, like we do shows together, and then Jason has younger children. My children are 22 and over. His kids are 13 and under. And so there are shows where he can't do because he's got, school stuff and stuff with the kids. So that's when I would do a show with, Trav, or I would go to a show with Trav and do shows. But we do shows. We just finished BotCon in Fort Wayne. Before that, we were at Hall of Heroes, and we're doing a show in Flint on the 17th, the weekend of the 17th, in Flint, and then that will be our last show for the summer. But we do as many shows as we can together. We hang out together as much as we can. He's just. I have 3 brothers, and he easily beats out 2 of them.
Damn.
So
we know
that Brad, didn't you pick up something special from Jason? Was it Jason?
I did. I'm kind of looking at it now. Mike gave me a G.I. Joe Falcon glider box.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I have the box in my display case.
But you needed the actual glider.
And he had the glider, and I had been seeing it for over 2 years or longer at Muskegon. And then he brought it to PowerCon, and I saw it there. And every time I saw it at his booth, we always talked and we always bullshitted. And I knew him before that as well. So
yeah.
And he even said, if either I would like to have the box. So if you want to. And I said, I don't think I can get rid of the box. And he said, well, then I'll sell you this then to go with the. And I said, all right, cool. He's like, because if you didn't want it, then I would want the box to put it with my stuff. And I said, he's like, but if you need it, then so he did. Finally, I think, didn't you actually bring it to Legion's Con?
Yeah, we brought it to one of the shows, and I mean, you guys were talking about it for a couple of years.
I actually came to Legion's Con last year, and I think he was supposed to be there.
He was not there last year, yes. But I brought it. You brought
it, and I was supposed to bring the trade.
Yes.
And I completely forgot. I remembered everything that I needed to bring and forgot that.
Quite frankly, it sat in the trunk of my car, and I forgot about it altogether too, because Legion's Con.
Literally, it wasn't until you came up to me and asked me about it. You said, "Oh, you got Booster's trade," and my heart and stomach just sunk because I was like, "Oh my god!" And I think you even said, "I'll just give it to you" or something. I'm like, "Nah," You were like, "You'll probably just," and because I said, "Well, I'll be in Muskegon in 4 months or so." And I did message him when I got back, and he was like, "Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's whatever." And I did. It worked out. So.
And Jason is that guy. Jason just wants people to be happy. He just wants. I mean, he had, and this kills me because as close as we are, there's always these little stupid little miscommunications. Like, I don't own an Unkin. It's my number one Grail Legions. And he had 6 of them. And he was selling them to our friends, and he was only charging like $100 a piece for them. This is, mind you, when they were going for $750 up, because he just wants people to have them.
Yeah,
he's just that guy. And I'm like, Jason. Now, I will tell you, the last one he had, we sold at PowerCon for $1,000. So, he's okay there. But for the most part, if you need something, he just wants to make his money back. Maybe he's just
done. And I was about to say, at that point, he did his due diligence on helping everybody.
Yeah, he's just the best. He really is. Yep.
And I think he was happy with the trade, and he kept saying,
"Oh yeah, absolutely."
He kept saying, "Are you happy?" And I'm like, "No, are you happy?"
Yeah.
And he's like, he's like, "I'm cool, man. This is whatever." He's like, "This is what you're giving me," and I'm like, I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Shit," He's like, "All right, awesome, cool, you're great."
Yep.
I'm like, "Cool, I like it."
Yeah, so, I've also seen him punch 2 people in the face. So there's another side to him as well. So.
Well, and like I said, he doesn't come off at all like.
No, you really have to step on his cape.
Say about me.
Yeah, you really have to step on his cape for him to do that.
So before we go on to the hot seat, I got to stop us right now and talk about a piece of generosity that was given to me this week. So I have not been able to get to any shows this year because of my work situation. And of course, Four Horsemen Studios was selling the Barbarian, the legendary Barbarian. Now, Brad tried his best to get me one at MWIGKM, but they only had limited supply, and they went really fast.
Super quick.
So I reached out to Dave Orkin, and I said, "Dave, if you go to a con out there, can you grab me one? I'll PayPal you the money and shipping and get that figure over to me." And Dave said he would. Well, Dave couldn't make the last show that was coming up, and he was talking to Brett Stoddard. And Stoddard said to him, "Give me his address. I'm just going to send him one."
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It shows up on my porch. I open it up, and Brett's name was on it. Unfreaking believable. Thank you so much, Brett Stoddard, my skeleton brother. I don't have your number to thank you. You're not on Facebook, so I'm doing it publicly here on the lair. Look at
Yeah, I love it. So
and
good.
this
Heidi by Katie.
only possible,
Katie, something like that.
only possible because of Dave Orkin and especially Brett Stoddard.
It's the community, man. It's the community. This is what we do. This is what we do.
See, I know I got him on. I know I'm close to his name on Instagram.
Well done, Brett. Well done.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. By the way, you see the cop in the background of our background? See that cop there? His face? That is the face people make when they hear Stephen Busciotti.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, look, I got to put a comment up
the
and see. Hold on, there you
face people make. Anyways, yes,
It's
Brett
hilarious.
is a gem. So is Dave.
That cop is the. It's funny because Christopher Michael Olsen in this picture, you can't really see, but he's standing in Times Square a couple Legions cons ago, and he's wearing our shirt, the shirt that I'm wearing right now. So he had just gotten the shirt. I literally just handed it to him, and he puts it on, takes it to Times Square, takes this picture, has his wife take this picture, and you can tell this cop's behind him like, would you just freaking go?
Yeah, that guy right there. Well, I tell you what, he's like, what? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? It's cold.
He looks like he's seen he's probably in 1 million people's selfies because,
Oh yeah,
because of Times Square.
with the Legion's Lair shirt on.
So yeah,
And
that
I
was-
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I don't have one.
But these
I don't
were
know
limited.
how.
That was 23. So these were limited for 23, right?
Yeah,
And
that's the Dave.
24 we-
That's Dave Orkin's design.
Yeah, this was
isn't
yeah. And then 24 we didn't have any, but now we're on retro rags limited.
Retro rags.
So if you want a Legion's Lair
Oh,
shirt, you
yes,
can get
I'll
one.
go get one from Joe.
Yep.
I'll get one from Joe Teague.
it? Oh, that's
I just saw him. I just saw him 2 weeks ago. He had our local toy party. We all get together as often as we can, and he had a full size Castle Grayskull bouncy house.
He
Yes.
mentioned this at Muskegon when I was talking to him. And he even said, I'm going to have a party and invite all these people over. Because I said,
Yeah.
He's telling me about this and he shows me a picture of it. And I said, is it really functionable though?
Oh
He
yeah,
goes,
it's a
"Oh,
bouncy
yeah,
house.
It's a freaking bouncy house." And he showed me the picture, but I'm like, are you really going to allow people to go in and bounce on it? He goes, yeah. And I go, okay, cool.
Nice.
I didn't go because I was afraid I was going to break a hip.
Well,
I saw some of our friends get into it, but I was like, no, if I get in there, I'm probably not getting out. And if I do, I'm going to spend a couple days in the hospital. So
Travis going naked.
Travis was not there. Travis was not that. Travis was not there. Yeah,
Justice
but
Curry did go inside and take a video.
Justice did. I think a couple of the Alexes that we have, Gizmo, and they might have gone in, but I just knew that if I went in, it was going to be bad news. Yeah.
Oh boy, I got to talk to Justin because he just became a cop again.
He did. He did.
Yeah, it's not the same kind of cop you're thinking, though.
Huh?
It's not the same kind of cop you're thinking. Before he was in the trenches. He was in one of the worst cities in Grand Rapids, or excuse me, one of the worst cities in Michigan. Now he's like the I'm going to get on the ATV and go down these trails, and if somebody's doing something they're not, I'll give them a ticket. Oh, today I get to be in the kayak on the lake shore, and I'll float around. And if somebody's
dream job,
fucking awesome job.
he is basically a yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm glad he's doing back stuff he loves to do, and I know he was getting not bored, but he was getting didn't have the same amount of stuff going on. But I am glad that he's not in Kalamazoo anymore. It's dangerous. My best friend growing up is the chief of police there, and it's not good. And so I'm glad when he retired, and I'm also glad that he decided, you know what, I'm going to go back, but I'm not going to go back to that. So, and you can just tell he's happy to be back doing more than just toys. So,
well, I have an announcement that I have under 100 working days left, and I will be retired. I am.
Wow! Oh man!
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah. And
100 days left. So you're talking about the end of this. You're talking about like in the fall.
No, I'm talking about 99 working days. So we're talking about early next year.
Oh, okay. 99 working days. Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm telling you, as somebody who's watched people retire in their late 40s, early 50s, be thinking about something else to do, because you're great for about 6 to 8 months, and then you're gonna be like, I gotta do something.
We'll see. Won't it be nice to figure that out when the time?
It will be nice. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'll be on a 40-foot ladder until I'm 80.
Yes, me too. Mike, are you going to say a special at all? Or are you just straight done?
What's that? No, I'm done. I'm not taking the liability or the stress of the badge into retirement with me. Done.
Gotcha.
If I want to do something else, it's going to be something part-time that there is no liability to. You know, greet people at Costco. Hey, welcome to Costco. Something like that. I'm done with being a cop. Being a cop is 20. It's hard. It's not easy.
Painting. So Mike will start painting.
It's not easy unless you're in Whitehall, Michigan. Then it's pretty damn easy, because Travis.
No, well, Travis is in the schools, so we've talked before. Yeah.
Travis is like Barney Fife from the Andy Griffith Show. I don't know if you guys are young enough or old enough to remember that, but he got one bullet for his gun, and it's in his pocket. That's Travis.
Travis has a good gig, a really good gig.
He does, and thank God. I could not imagine Travis.
He's one hell of a dude. So
yeah.
Now I will tell you that we have other people in the community who are also cops, and they have a hard way to go to. So it's just not me. It's just a very difficult profession.
It is.
After almost 30 years, you should be able to get out and not have to worry about doing that anymore. I'll be at almost 28 years when I leave.
Amen, brother. Amen.
I can totally see Travis on patrol, just letting everybody go.
Okay.
All right.
Whoa.
We
got something here.
Go on. I know it stinks and reeks of the you know what, but
Trav, there. And again, thank God that he does not have to go through a lot of the stuff that Justin or Mike or whatever you guys have to go through. But I mean, Trav had to shoot a raccoon one time because it got stuck in a chain link fence. That's Trav, discharges his firearm because he has to kill a raccoon that got a fence.
I will tell you, raccoons, you need more than one. Those little fuckers stay alive.
They're nasty. I know.
It's so funny that you say that, because I actually witnessed a deputy sheriff shoot a raccoon, and I think they had to put a couple. It was during the day, and then people were afraid that it had rabies, and it's out.
Yeah. And, there is video evidence. A few years back, I love this. A few years back, Trav was in charge of the marina because they're really close to the lake and the channel there, Lake Michigan. And there is a video of him walking along the docks in the morning, and he slips on goose shit. And
oh my God! Right into the water.
He didn't go in the water, man. He dropped like a stone, stone. Oh my God, it was so funny. Oh
my God. Wow.
Oh my God.
That's the extent of Trav's police work. Don't get me wrong. There are some days where it's hairy, but for the most part, He's slipping on goose shit and popping off two bangers into a raccoon stuck in a fence.
Could you
That's
see
pretty
Travis
much
do
it.
that too?
Well,
Hey,
I
what?
guess I can let you go if you give me a blowy behind the, you know what.
So what?
You know what? I've seen Whitehall women. No, he'll take him to jail first. He's got standards.
See, Travis, get the hell in the car. You're under arrest.
So Brad, Travis pulls Arnold over for speeding. Take it
Oh
over.
my God. Good day, officer. Dick.
Have a good day, sir.
Oh, wait a minute.
Have a good day, sir.
Is that
You
Arnold?
want the stogie?
No way.
Will you sign this ticket with your name?
Arnold, I'll let you go if you give you a blow.
You're gonna let me go if I don't give you a blow because I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. I'd be like, listen here, Travis, you little puny little bastard. You go home with your little fruity little friend, Steven. Your little dummy friend, Jeremy. You can hang out with all your little biscuit friends, all your little bastards, your little Michigan little pistons. But I'm not getting a ticket today, Mr. Officer Dare. You little... I smell bacon, you little bastard.
Oh my God! Talk about an ex-officer. We have an ex-officer in the chat. Recon Rage Blake, what's up, buddy?
Oh my God! Hold on. What's old man Kyle mixing with my lids?
Blue cheese olives. Blue cheese olives, Nate. This is my. I'm working a dirty martini right here, right now.
Oh, that's freaking great.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
You know what time it is.
Needles I see in your vehicles.
Old man Kyle, you know what time it is.
What? What time is it?
Brad, did you send him the package?
I did.
Okay.
I don't know if it got there or not.
Do you
flame
have
the
your flame retardant panties
underwear?
Do I?
sent you?
I don't have any flame. I didn't go no damn package.
Oh, he didn't get him. He didn't get him, Mike.
Oh, damn. Okay,
He's
well,
gonna-
you're going to have to raw dog that. You're going to have to sit on this hot seat and just have your cheeks burn.
I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Hot seat. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. What is your favorite Legion's faction and or affiliation and why?
Airthere.
Oh, wow.
Goblins.
Ooh,
Oh, it's
I'm a
good
goblin guy.
jobs.
Yep.
Wow.
he's a goblin guy. Nice. Okay.
Nice.
I love them.
Are you part of the Goblin group? It's called, what is it called? Oh, God. Why am I? The Malignant.
Malignancy, yeah.
I'm not sure if I am or not. I get into clicks and somebody says, "Oh, we're going to do this." Bang, bang, purple gang, click, click, click. Yep. I'd have to take a look. I don't do a lot of. I really, I look on Facebook, not too often. I get a lot of Snapchats from Trav. I get a lot of. My phone goes off all day long from our friends that are always. And here's the weird thing: Jason Boonstra, he's a stay-at-home dad, so he's got all day. We've got another teacher that's retired. We've got Trav, who even when he's working, he's not working. We've got so many people in our friend group that don't work regular hours. My phone just ping, 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 ping. So I have to turn it off because I work 8 to 6, and then I can look at that stuff. So I may or may not know if I'm on a goblin group or a post. I don't know. Because I just don't get a chance to check all day long. By the time I get home, it's like,
Curb's watch. Oh, Curb is watching. Send this guy a link, Curb, to your.
yeah,
group.
Curb, send me a link. If it's goblins, I'm in, man.
I mean, look, his picture is goblin. I mean, he has a tribute figure. I mean, this guy's. I mean, he's.
Yeah.
Curb, you do it. You do it now.
The Curb. You're doing well at the hot seat when you answer the next question with the previous question. And this question was going to be, what is your favorite race with
goblins. Yeah, definitely goblins.
That would definitely be goblins.
Yeah, there's no other race. I mean, in my opinion, you look at Thwick or Snag or Thump, and just the facial expressions on those heads, let alone the armor and everything else. You don't know whether they're going to help you, hurt you, stab you in the back, run, anything. They just nail it. What are you doing, Brad? And you look at the knights, very solemn, very brave. You look at the orcs, they're just raw. But you look at a goblin and you're just like, I don't know what I'm getting here. And that's what drew me in. That's what drew me in from the beginning.
Now, that's not what I heard. That's not accurate. This is the first time I've refuted someone's answer in the hot seat. It's just it isn't accurate. I know this for a fact. I've talked to Travis.
Oh boy.
And the real reason why old man Kyle loves the goblins is he can relate to their small packages. Yeah.
He said that, did he?
He did.
Okay.
He said you guys both have very similar stuff down in the nether regions. Size.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll send you a. Okay. You know what? I'll take that.
Snag's nose, though. I mean, come on.
Don't get upset. He didn't say he didn't like your package.
Yeah.
Now,
well, I'll tell you what. I will send you one of Trav's snaps where he's jumping in the pool, and you see like his junk has a shadow. So if he's comparing that, then we're good. We're good.
And then Travis is going to be like, it was cold. It was cold that night. I didn't turn the pool water heater on.
Yeah, we're good. If he wants to compare it, that's fine with me. That's no problem.
Okay, Kyle, what race that doesn't yet exist in Legions, the different Legions IPs, would you want to see made and why?
Oh, my Lord. Wow. Well, okay. Because they've just recently opened up the map. And there's a lot more water, islands. I'm going to say more amphibians like frogs and salamanders. Now, obviously, custom-wise, we can get this stuff. But as far as anything that's been released by the Horsemen, I would say probably something like that. Now, let me preface that by saying, Jeremy Gerard, I'm not telling you what you should do, because apparently I did that one time while having too many of these, and I gave him a 10-year plan.
Hold on.
I'm not doing that.
This is let's go back to this real quick, because this is the comment. I was laughing my ass off, and this is the comment that I was trying to talk about. Curtis says, between old man Kyle eating CB's food and telling Gerard he had a better 10-year plan.
He's screwed.
The studio.
Whoa. Here we go. Okay. I did. I sat down. I said
this was true. This happened. So
this we were at. I can't remember what it was, PowerCon or Legions. I don't know, because I was lit, and I'm sitting next to, oddly enough, Maverick, who in our as legionnaires and everything is known as my son. So I'm sitting next to Maverick, and Jeremy's opposite us, and one of us asked a question about, what do you think would happen at the 10-year anniversary? And instead of just saying, oh, it'd be really cool if maybe they released some of those figures from the first couple of waves, I went into a bam, you should do this, to the point where I realized what I was doing when I looked up and I see Gerard doing this. He couldn't have gotten away faster from me. And again, so now I've screwed myself with Cornboy and Jeremy Gerard. So I'm 2 for 6.
Well, how have you done with Aaron Treadaway?
I have had not as much interaction with Eric as I have with Jim or Cornboy or Gerard. because not because of any reason, just because Eric his brain is moving at a different wavelength, and I don't have a good enough question or a good enough statement. It's like he's already thinking about the 7 other dragons that we're probably going to get in the next 20 years. But I have talked to Eric. It's mostly just, kissing his ass, that kind of stuff. And I've talked to Jim, I talked to Jim on and off. The thing about Jim is you could talk to him for 4 hours, and then 2 hours later, he'll reach his hand out and go, "Hey, I'm Jim." I'm like, we just talked to you for 4 hours.
The only thing I can say to Jim is I do know Jim can partake.
He loves Brad.
Yeah. I felt the same way. I kept thinking he wasn't recognizing me, so I would come up, but I think I did that so much to him that he's like, "I know who you are, dude."
Yeah. And it's the same thing with me too. We were at MWIGKM. He came up and said, "Hey, Kyle, how you doing?" I said, "Great. I'm wonderful, Jim. How are you?" Whole 9 yards. But that initial thing where he's talking to 1,000 people, and I spent, hours talking to him, and then 20 minutes later we're in the elevator, and that was 4 years ago. That was 4 years ago.
Possibly the same weekend that you ate Corn Boy's sandwich is also possibly the same night or weekend that you may have said that to Jeremy Gerard. So maybe
I can't remember. It might have been PowerCon. It might have been the same weekend. I'm pretty sure it was the same weekend because up to that point,
him going back to the studio and being like, "Who is that son of a bitch?"
Yeah, I'm telling you, and I'm aware every time.
The bitch that told me how to do my job, and he's like,
yeah. And of course, I didn't mean to. I just said somebody had posed the question, "Hey, what would be cool to see on their 10th anniversary?" And I said, "It would be cool to see this." And all of a sudden, bleh. And even Boonstra and Jason.
Is he doing the hit thing? Like, "Squid it, dude."
Yeah, when Jason has to come over and save me, because Jason's usually that guy. Jason's usually the guy where it just all goes on the table. When Jason has to come by and grab a hold of me, then I know I've stepped over the edge. Now, unfortunately, I didn't know until he grabbed me.
I do remember us, and I think you were there because I know My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast was there. This was like 2 PowerCons before, or a PowerCon before it ended in Columbus.
Yeah.
So it was actually the first PowerCon ever in, I think, Columbus.
Yes.
It would have been. We were at that Hilton Hotel in that lobby on the 2nd floor where you're like looking up and you see all the hotel rooms.
Yep.
And I do remember Jeremy Gerard being there that night. And he was talking to us. I even remember him coming over and talking to us about the book. And it was secretive because he hadn't told me.
Oh, man, that's old. That's old. That's back. Holy crap.
Yeah,
I didn't even know about the book back then.
I remember me and Mike feeling very special because we're there and he's talking about this book that nobody's heard of. And he's even mentioned about. And he was even saying, stuff about it. And I even was like, "Are we even allowed to talk about this? Is it something that we didn't even say anything about it ever because we didn't know if it was okay to say anything about it." I mean, it was like that. But so that could have been a time where, you were there at PowerCon.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, it was probably the same weekend. So
I remember going up to the bar with Pete and Travis getting drinks, and yeah, good time.
Yeah. I wish I could remember half of them.
Hey, real quick, these are the pictures I didn't put on the post, was the pictures of us. It was the 2nd year at PowerCon. We're in the same hotel room, same 2nd floor, but it's darker, and Jeremy DeWitt is taking all of our pictures in front of our foreheads, close-ups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? We were pretty lit. And we were all taking pictures of our foreheads on that point.
Yeah, that was I do remember that was strange because there was 30 pictures and everybody was red, sweat.
Yeah, and it was just
pink.
Close-ups of our face, and we laughed our asses off.
Yeah, because it was a shot it was that.
Yes. And every time somebody else would do it, we laughed our ass off till we almost pissed our pants. Mike did it, and then we would laugh, and then I did it, and you did it, and I couldn't find the pictures, and I realized that I don't have them. And I think it was Jeremy DeWitt and
It's
Travis.
DeWitt. It's DeWitt. It's DeWitt. Yeah. If I can tell you, if Trav has them, he won't. He don't know. He won't be able. He don't care.
He was the one that told me he goes, yeah, you put it on 0.5, go to camera, put it on 0.5, zoom.
Right.
And then you take the picture from this side.
Yep.
Instead of doing the selfie. I'm like, because he just goes like this and takes a picture, and I go, how did you even see it? He goes, oh, it took a picture. I go, show me. And he showed it, and it's a perfect picture. And I go, how the hell did you take a perfect selfie on this side and not see it?
That's when he realized he can do that. Like when we all get together and there's 10 or 12 of us at a pub or just hanging out, that's where he learned to do that. So now that's how he takes those pictures where he's in it and it's all, you can see everybody.
I think that's where it started, because I was over there questioning him.
That's exactly where it started.
He went like this in 2 seconds, took a picture, and it looks great. I thought
that's exactly where it started.
All his pictures are like that. He's hammered and he's taking these amazing pictures.
Yep.
I don't mean to
he did.
Bring this up to you, Kyle, but I heard at the studio
Mike's bringing up some shit.
They have an Old Man Kyle dartboard.
If they do, it's news to me, and I would not be surprised.
Yes,
it's Kyle. It's Kyle eating a sub. They're just like
a breakfast sandwich. Yes, it is. It is. They were
a breakfast sandwich.
They were thinking about marketing it. You probably could make a little money off of this. The Old Man Kyle Mythic Legions dartboard.
It's going to be a variant for the board game. It's going to be a board game with Old Man Kyle's face on it, so you can throw darts.
And I take such good pictures too. It's always like, oh my God! This is just.
Think about this. You really.
This is just one more thing. This is one more thing that I got to talk to my therapist about.
Okay.
The dartboard is the board game.
Oh wow! Now we're thinking.
And you throw the dart, and when it hits a certain number or hits a certain thing, then you get like an audio thing that's something I say.
Screw rolling dice. You just throw it in Kyle's.
Jeremy, you need to make a dragon. Jeremy, we need to release the older figure.
We need to release Oso again. Oh, what happened?
Well, maybe your 2 cents came through, because I'm sure that's coming out soon.
Yeah, it is, but that wasn't because of me. I can tell you that right now.
Matt Rodriguez is a retard. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Matt Rodriguez. I'm going to kill that dude.
Mr. Burns. He will always be Mr. Burns. Ever since I seen that at My Wife's Gonna Kill Me thing at Legion's Con, where they had Mr. Burns' picture and Matt Rod's picture with his hat on.
He looks like Burns.
Have you guys seen the picture when he was doing it was for Tulip City, and he was on one of the first couple years, and he was on one of the local news stations, and they were doing they were talking about it, and he has this look like somebody asked him a question, and he has this look on his face like, and I'll find it and I'll send it to you guys. It is
please
black and white. It looks like he crapped his pants. Like they asked him a question and he didn't know the answer to it, and it was like, and like he's just.
We absolutely love Matt Rod, though. Great dude.
I love Matt Rod. I do. I mean, the breakfast thing aside.
Before we continue, I think that's why Cornboy loves My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast. That's why he loves you guys. I don't think Cornboy dislikes you, to be honest. I think he loves you, and because you're affiliated with them, and he loves them, so he loves you. That's just a guarantee.
I sure hope so. Because I love him.
Because you guys have this sarcastic, funny atmosphere. You have to kind of you kind of play along with it. Sure. You don't fight it. You play along with it and get along with it and feed off of it. And I think everyone starts to do that. And it's really a great time to be around you guys, to be honest.
It is, and we are able to extend that too, because we do live close enough to each other where we could all get together, and it is something that we hear regularly at shows that, man, I wish I lived closer to a group of people that we could just hang out. And we do, we just hang out. So
Yeah.
it doesn't get any better than that.
Good time. And when we're anywhere near that, it's awesome. It's always
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah.
Now, Brad, what would Arnold do or say
here we go.
if
Damn you.
Kyle ate his breakfast sandwich? Burrito.
Listen here, Kyle, you can go ahead and eat it. It's okay. I'm going to fast today. I don't need to really eat those carbs and all those little greasy proteins and all those little, carbohydrates, all that little bacon grease. I don't really need it. It did piss me off for a second. 1 little kilogram, I was like terminated. My little eye was turning red. I was thinking that my endoskeleton body was going to crush you. But then I thought, don't do that. Don't tell Kyle. Don't kill Kyle like a South Park. We're going to just love Kyle. We're going to go fast. We're going to get the pump. We're going to drink the water. We're going to think about the breakfast sandwiches as we pump. And we're going to think about killing Kyle while we pump. Not kill Kyle. And wish him the best. And we love Kyle. And Cornboy loves Kyle. I will call Cornboy tonight and tell him, don't you ever disrespect Kyle. Because I will come down to the studio and I will rip off your mask and I will smash you into the TV and I will say, damn you, get to the chopper.
Rip off your mask. Oh my God.
So Brad posted today
Oh shit.
of you, and I believe the pictures you posted, Kyle was sporting massive THO. I mean, I didn't think his shirt was going to make it. Am I right in saying that?
I mean, I'd have to go back and look at this, Mike.
Look at them. Can you bring up the pictures? Because I think his THO made his titty hard-ons made bad.
Dude, my nipples are hard I don't know what it is. My nipples are hard all the time. Whether I'm sweating outside working or I'm in the it's got to be an old man thing. It's got to be an old man thing.
Hold on here. Are you talking about this? I'm not showing it. This one?
That's not me.
That's Christopher Michael. No?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is this the one you're talking about?
I can't tell.
I think there is a little bit. Can I zoom in? Is it?
Oh, zoom it, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
I got nothing, man. They're all the time like that. They're like right now. They're like, I don't know what it is,
they're
man.
Covered here. Those are covered.
Yeah, they're covered with crab juice right there.
Yeah, I definitely see one right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The logo.
Yeah.
The logo's covering that.
Wow.
Not for much longer because it'll burn a hole through the logo.
Oh God, man. Wow.
Love it.
Wow.
All right. Continue.
Oh, I forgot. We're on the hot seat. Give me your top 5 mythic or Legions figures. Can be from any line, even figure obscura. Top 5 Legions figures, 5 through 1, and why?
Okay, this is going to be off the top of my head here, so I'm going to go with Rhaegar because he looks like because I loved how he looked.
Yeah.
As the Dungeons and Dragons figure. Another figure that I've never picked up. Trav had it. And he's like, I'm like, I don't want to pay 65 for that. I don't want to pay 85 for that. I don't want to pay 100 for that. Now I wish I would have. So I don't own Rhaegar, but he is one of my favorites. And then also Alithia. Alithia is, I'm going to guess a lot of these figures are going to be women. Alithia is, I like the way they look.
Yeah.
Alithia is awesome though with the scales and the extra set of oh man. Let's see what else.
What you could do with those extra hands.
Yeah. I also really dig Ragna Stormforger with the teal and the silver. Love Ragna.
Oh my God, he's
Mike
oh my
hates
God.
her. Mike hates Ragnar, and I love her.
I love Ragna. No, I do.
Redeem yourself with the last two. They'll be goblins. They'll be really cool goblins. He's gonna redeem himself.
One goblin. One goblin. My number 2 is Zarya. I love Zarya. I have to find some custom soft goods for her because she was way back and they didn't have any soft goods. But I love Zarya. And there's a tie-in. There's a tie-in between Zarya and my number 1, King Noglin. Period. End of story. And the reason why I love those two figures is I am a Star Wars honk. I have been since '77. And when I saw Noglin, I was like, this is what Yoda would look like if he was badass.
Curtis says unite him.
You know what, Curtis? Hey, Curtis, you better be careful. I can pull those hugs away, Curtis. I can pull those hugs away.
Brad,
good
take
hugs.
that sword
Those are good
and
hugs, Curtis.
strike me down with all your might.
Now
After
that's off the top of my head.
Curtis
That's off the top of my head. I'm sure. I mean, I love Jorah and Runeshaper. I love, Now let me preface this by saying these are figures that I have in hand. Leodicius is going to make that list. He's going to bump somebody out when I get him in hand. But those are the top 5 off the top of my head. And Noglin is number 1. There will be nothing that the 4 Horsemen will do that will knock that out. And he's just a goblin in gold.
What about Gaunts?
I mean, I could do a top 5 of. I like Gaunts, but I like Snag.
Oh, Snag's so badass too.
Yeah. And Thump, he's got that, the fat little head with the.
He's right here. There, I'm looking at him.
Okay, for us, top 5 gobos.
Cool too. I like Thwick.
Top 5 gobos. You don't need to say why.
Thump, Thwick, Snag, Noglin, and I can't use them because they're not out yet.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
No, because I got to have them in hand first. The 2-pack, I got to have them in hand first.
I like the way you think.
Thump, Thwick, Snag. Man, think about goblins. I'm getting the wood.
I even kind of like. I kind of like the bog goblin, but I don't know.
Hey, Brad, he's getting a gobbo boner.
A gobbo boner. Oh my God. Too bad we don't have nothing to give away. I would do hashtag gobbo boner. We would do the wheel and spin hashtag gobbo boner. I almost want to.
Yeah, I would have to say Thump, Thwick, Snag, Swig.
Berg says the malignant welcomes you.
Yeah.
We've got a brand new.
I will get on that. A branded koozie. Oh my God. So good. Thanks, Curb. I'll be on it. I'll get on it.
Okay, so let's go on to the next question. And Brad, I know it's hot out, but turn the freaking heat up on this guy. Turn it up. I want those cheeks blistering.
Are you going to ask me what my least favorite are?
Give me your top 3 least favorite. 3, 2, 1, and why?
This is easy. The Xylernian Guard. Now listen, hear me out. It's not about anything from the neck down. Figure's great. I can't get past the part where it's a green-faced Elvis Presley.
See here, and it's Xylona's flock.
Yeah. Well, you ask Trav, and every time I look at that figure, I'm like, I can't take it seriously. I can't do it.
Oh, shit. Okay,
and
little mama.
Oh, Joe Russo's tribute has the same face. So that means Joe could be Elvis.
If I don't know why, but I look at it and I see Elvis. And it comes with a couple different heads, but I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. My number 2 is going to be Calavius. I look at him and I'm like, it doesn't do it. The big old helmet with the wings and I just can't. Yeah, Coliseum. I have one, but I don't have more than one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
swear somebody said
you are shock and awing us all with these.
Oh, wait until you hear my number 1. Wait till you hear my number 1. Here it comes.
Oh boy.
Bog goblins.
Oh, so you go. Okay, so you don't like the bog.
They don't look. They look. Earlier, you asked me about amphibians, or what my class was, and I said amphibians. The bog goblins look like they should be part of that group. Frogs, toads, salamanders. You know, I don't. Their bog goblins don't do it for me. They don't, and because I love regular goblins so much, it's that much more pissed offian, if that's a word.
Kirby,
I just don't do bog goblins.
Please let him strike this from your memory. Let him to the malignancy.
Mike, don't have a heart attack, man. I can see in your eyes. You're like, what?
I gotta tell you, I will tell you right now. We've been doing this show for 4 years. This is the most surprising top 5, bottom 3 I have ever seen, but it is so cool.
It is.
Yeah.
I love it. I like when people use their decision making on what I have in hand, because it's one thing to say, oh, I love that. Like you said, like I think when Leodicius comes, everyone's gonna love that, and it's gonna be probably top. It's gonna be up there. It's
gonna be up. It's gonna kick one of my 5s out. Now I saw it in hand, just like you guys did at Legion's Con. But until I have it in my hand,
yes, that's how I am.
I don't grade it.
No koozie for you, baby.
Oh look! Hey now, hold up.
Kurt's gonna pull that out from underneath me. I'm sorry, Kurt, but the bog goblins don't do it for me. They don't look anything like goblins.
I mean, they're green, but that's about.
They're also red, and they just look more like big frogs to me.
Hellfire goblin or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The Hellfire Goblin is red. Yeah, the Bog Goblin, there's a green one and a yellow one, or at least a yellow tinged one, the original Bog Goblin. I just don't. My goblins have little, mean, nasty faces with pointed ears. They don't have this.
Swig.
Yeah.
Swig,
I mean, Swig is cool.
God. He froze at the perfect moment. Did you see that?
He was like, swig. Swig, take a swig.
I'm down with swig. I'll take a swig.
I'm down with swigs.
Oh my God! Now you're pixelated. You froze like this. I can't even do it. It is great, dude. Okay, next question. If the Horsemen could make a tribute figure in your honor using existing parts, Kyle, what would it look like?
Existing parts? Oh, wow. That's tricky because I would prefer to be a Fury Clan member to go with the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me. And they don't have a Fury Clan goblin yet.
That's perfect.
So I'm trying to think of what they would use that they have on hand. And I really can't think of anything if I was going to go with a Fury Clan figure. Because even the Bog Goblin, even the Hellfire Goblin doesn't have red arms. He's got armored arms.
Does it have to be existing parts, Mike, or can we?
Well, I mean, whatever you want.
If it's not existing, I would do a Fury. If it's not existing, I would, again, anybody listening that makes this decision, I'm just answering the question. It would be a Fury Clan Goblin. It would have a goatee. It would have glasses, but those weird glasses where you would have like a red lens and a blue lens come over. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And because my shtick is my shtick is I'm going to cut you. You know, you're going to get cut. Now I got to cut you. You would have to be a bladesmith, so it'd be like some kind of armor that would have, you know, daggers, small daggers on it. But it would, I mean, if it were up to me, it would be a Fury Clan Goblin with a few of those features, and that'd be
with
great. But
burrito accessory, a breakfast
Oh.
burrito accessory.
that would be
Yeah.
awesome. It would be a breakfast burrito accessory would be awesome. Also a list, like one of those scroll lists that would have like 10-year plans on it.
I was about to say, you need to be a boss that tells people what to do.
Oh man.
Now, Crom 316 says, I want some goblin skellies. Now,
That would
that
be
sounds
cool,
pretty
man.
interesting.
I mean, yes. Goblin skeletons. Yes, I'll take them all day long. All day long. And you know, I got to tell you, when the skeletons first came out, it was my least favorite faction, but they've grown on me as the progression, as they've come through all the years with the rebuilds and the graveyards, and now I love them just as much as I love anything else. I love them more than bog goblins.
Bog goblins. Stokes says, I need a Fury Swig. I think I saw that.
The moment has come.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. Which tribute figure is your favorite? Broder of Bjorngar with his massive, beautiful metal titty pauldrons, or Amir Kaspar / Scapular the Crypt Breaker.
You guys are gonna make me choose between both of you? Oh man. Ha ha! Ha ha! I got you.
What?
Broder for Legions, Caspar from Armies of Ashmore.
Oh damn! Damn!
I love it. You know what? That's a win for me, babe.
Oh god, that was slick.
That
You
is
think
slick.
fast, my friend.
Now, Matt Rod, if you're listening, and I've talked to Matt Rod about this issue, but if you're listening again, once again, Mike needs someone in Defender in Armies of Ashmore to help him. He needs a buddy.
He needs a sidekick.
He needs a sidekick, and his name should be Broder, but with one D, not two D's, because Caspar is one R instead of two R's in Mythic.
That would be cool, dude.
And Broder,
that would be cool. What you need to do is just a little dinosaur, on a chain with a leash.
I would be fine with that. You don't even have to make the figure. You can just make a pin of a drawing of it, and I'm in, baby. I'm in.
I'm sure he will get there. Matt is already working on the next 2 or 3 lines, and his brain never stops. He's very much, I shouldn't say very much like, but he's got a little bit of Eric Treadway in him. And his brain is always going. So I would not be surprised.
You make me a female.
This is like Total Recall here.
You know what? It's so funny. It's like right before you said that, I was about to think, well, that's kind of like Total Recall.
That is action figure girl. Wow.
I will
consider that a divorce.
Did the remake of Total Recall, and they still kept the 3-boobed lady in there. It wasn't as good.
No, but they kept the three boob chick in it. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The best part. That was the best.
Do you know who my celebrity crush is?
Oh my, tell us.
I'm gonna say it's a guy. I'm gonna say
David Hasselhoff. No,
you're already wrong. Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, she's my number one. She's my number one. Michael, she's my number one. Oh my God.
I would suck the nipples right off her jugs.
Oh, I cannot believe you said that. Dude, you asked Trav, you asked the guys. She has been at 3 or 4 different shows over the last 3 or 4 years. Well, no, I'm sorry. She's scheduled to be there, and she cancels for whatever reason. But I tell the guys, listen, if she shows up,
I kept her up too late.
I tell them, if she shows up, I'm going to need one of you to bail me out of jail because I'm going to do some bad things to that bitch.
Oh, she's so freaking hot.
My God.
Wow.
I cannot believe out of all of the celebrity crushes, you said mine. Holy crap, dude. That was amazing.
Whoa.
I even bought a custom. I bought a custom at Legion's Con. At Legion's Con 2 years ago, I bought a custom Kate Beckinsale Underworld head.
Oh, wow.
I sleep with it under my pillow.
You know what I need to do? I need to get Arthas to paint me up a custom Kate Beckinsale head to put on at Legion's. Oh my God. And then I could have Emir Kaspar having her on his arm.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, you put her, you literally can paint that head and put her on a Thrace body. Done.
Nice.
That's how my wife did it at Legion's Con last year. God, the bitch spent $800.
Everybody in the chat, put in your celebrity crushes right now, and we'll read them. Go ahead. I'm sorry, buddy.
My wife was her first Legion's Con last year, and she bought some loose figures from Trav, and one of them was Grisha, one of them was Thalen Frostbow, and so she stripped the body down. She took all the armor, she took all the straps and all the armor off, everything. She took the head off Grisha, the head off Kalen Frostbow, and she just walked around to the custom, all the different people that were selling custom heads, and she would, okay, this one, I want this one. And she, holy crap, guys, my wife has, I wish if I'd have thought about it, I would have had him out and you could have seen him. Holy crap, she is just killing it with what a different face or under an armored helmet would look like. Man, she just kills it. Just kills it.
Nice.
And she's gonna spend twice as much money at Legion's Con this year. So
what
crazy.
Do we got? Stoked.
Oh, Winona
Ryder.
Mm.
That? Kirby. Who is this lady Kirby likes? Who's this lady?
Kylie
Minogue. Okay.
I don't know.
She's Australian. She's a singer. She's probably in her late 50s, maybe early 60s, and she looks like she's 30.
Oh.
She would be on my list as well if we're going to be dirty old men.
Curtis. Mine is that lady that does the Cape Fight Darla.
I almost said Darla.
Darla. I love Darla.
Nate has one. Anna de Armas.
Nope. Hard pass. I think she's a European actress. Didn't do anything for me.
Okay.
She's young. She's young.
The young version of me is like seeing a Kathy Ireland poster right now, and I'm thinking, God, remember when Kathy Ireland was like the shit, and everybody wanted to be with Kathy Ireland?
I can go back farther. I have the Farrah Fawcett picture where
she's on the beach with the braids and the.
No, that's not. No, Farrah Fawcett.
Oh,
that's
Farrah
you're thinking
Fawcett.
of, Farrah Fawcett. So she's in a red swimsuit, and they're poking straight out. Wow. I still have that poster from like 78.
This shows you Dusty's gonna win this battle. This battle. Look at his taste in women. Kate Beckinsale, Scarlett Johansson. Okay,
with red hair.
If Steven was on this show tonight, you know who he would say? He would say
Mrs. Doubtfire. He'd say Mrs. Doubtfire.
Marshmallow Man.
He would say the lady, throw mama from the train lady. That ugly lady.
Owen loves his mama.
What's that?
Owen loves his mama.
Hold on. Steven is here, guys. Ho, ho, ho. Here comes Steven. Look at these sausage fingers.
Yeah, I just heard
these are going to take Dusty down. Ooh.
Where did you
Problem
get
is he can't close those hands. That's the problem he's going to have with Dusty is he can't close those hands. He's going to have to just
He has
clap.
sleeve problems. He can't close.
They're too big. That is big, Brad. Does that go with the figures?
Look, it's like, yeah, he's pretty big. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Shipwreck had a stick in there, holding on for dear life. Good times, good times.
From
Natalie Dormer
says Natalie Dormer. Who's she?
Ooh.
Out of it. I don't know who these chicks are.
I want to say Natalie Dormer is, and I could be wrong on this, but I think she plays the lead in the Vikings, the female lead in Vikings.
Okay.
She was on my short list to be Captain Marvel, and yeah, she would also. If it's the same woman I'm thinking about, and I could be wrong on that. So
the chick from Fast Times from Ridgemont High when she gets out of the pool, what's her name?
That is Kevin Kline's wife. That is I can't think of her name. She stopped acting years ago.
Yeah.
Shoot, I can see her, but as I see her in my head, she's coming out of the pool, and I can't think of her name because of that.
Yeah.
She was in Gremlins too. With
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Fast Times at Ridgemont High or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, what's her name?
I can't think of her name.
Kate Phobes or.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, Phoebe Cates. Phoebe Cates. There we go. There we go. Phoebe Cates.
Knows all.
Stoke knows all.
Steph knows all this stuff. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to find him a booster seat for his elbows. He'll be able to reach my head.
That's it. My boy is talking it up.
He only has 3 fingers.
He ate
one.
Damn, that is cold-blooded, and he's not wrong. He only has 3 fingers because he ate 2. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Good times.
I like it. Now, old man Kyle, would you show us your Legions collection, aka your Legions lair?
I will show you some, but I'm going through some refurbishing. I'm doing some stuff. So I have a lot of stuff boxed right now because we're doing some work. So I will give you a shot here. Whoop.
Do it, baby.
Do it.
So I've just got some of the stuff sitting out right now. It's not a lot, guys. I'm sorry, but all of these boxes are full of Legions.
That Soundwave?
I got some Transformers out too. Yeah, that's a Sound Blaster. That's like a third-party Transformer. I'm also a big Transformer guy too. So I just threw a bunch of stuff out. But as you can see, I've got a lot of box stuff here because I'm doing some stuff around the house, and I had to take them down so I could not get dust all over them and whatnot. But I've got boxes and boxes and boxes.
Wow.
Cavern Dwarves. Yeah. And I apologize for not having that stuff out, but I was not going to pull all this stuff out. I pulled a few things out.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bitch right there is one of my favorite figures right there.
Oh wow, you like the 2.0 females? You and Trev.
I have guys. I have a thing for the female figures. You could have asked me. What my top female figures were, and top male figures because they're just what is this here? But well, I'm off. What did I do? What did I do?
No, you're okay. We can hear you.
Okay, there we go. But I just dig. I don't know what it is, but the female figures really jump out at me, and I just love. I mean, man. I think back about. I think it was Advent of Decay that had all those female figures released as a Spirit Bender and Heaven's Brand, and I love them. They do look great. So yeah. So I don't have a lot out, and I apologize for that. But like I said, I'm trying to do some repainting and reshuffling around, and I didn't want that stuff sitting out while I was doing it. So
Natalie Dormer is not on Vikings. I think he said it's Game of Thrones. Okay,
then I was wrong, and I thank you for correcting me, and I know which one you're talking about, and I she would be on my list. Yes.
Is on Vikings. I'm sure they're both beautiful.
Yes, Catherine Winnick is on Vikings. Okay, Catherine Winnick is the one I thought would be a great choice for Captain Marvel, and both Winnick and they're both Natalie Dormer, yeah. But Kate Beckinsale is here.
She's way up.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do for you, Kyle, I'm serious. I feel bad. Next
About
time
what?
she's supposed to be at a con, I'm going to tell her we're not hanging out that night. You need to go to the con and at least say hey to Kyle. But I know what she's going to say. She's going to say, I'm not going to be in a good mood unless I get the Caspilar inside me. So I'll have to figure out kind of like a compromise when it comes to this. But I'll try to get her to the next show, buddy.
All right. Well, so long as Trav's not involved, we'll be okay.
Yeah, no, Trav won't be involved. Hey, buddy, it is now the time of the show where we want to open up questions from the chat.
Okay.
So, guys, hit Old Man Kyle up with any question you want because he's an open book, it looks like. I mean, an open book. I get to ask the first question, though, buddy.
Okay.
When you were young, what toy lines did you collect, and what toy lines had the most influence on you?
Star Wars, period. Hard stop. And then when G.I. Joe and Transformers came out, those were my top three. I did collect some stuff, like as Silverhawks came out. I mean, if it came out, I collected it. But Star Wars was what started me with it.
Dude, pull up, Stone.
What happened?
Oh my God. Caspilar inside me is like finding the C spot.
Oh my God.
The G spot this season. You know, as a woman, when your C spot has been found, you have hit the pinnacle, baby. You have hit the pinnacle.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't tell you that the C spot is in one of the nostrils.
Oh, man.
How did you look at
Oh, man. Okay, what questions we have?
Nate Strong says, Old Man Kyle, how did your looks like bit start, and what are some of your faves?
When I first started doing it, it was just I didn't think too much about it. I would just say, oh, this guy looks like he would, sleep with his mother, or this guy looks like he would. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write this down. So when it comes up, especially with the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast, I can use these. And then one of the sports shows I used to listen to would do a similar thing. This person looks like, he would high five this, that, or the other thing. And I would to be honest, I would kind of steal some of that because I would say, okay, I can use this because this is what Dusty Staniford looks like, or this is what Will White looks like, period. And as soon as I would use it, people could, in their heads, they can do it. My favorites, things like, oh, geez. I did one last year I thought was one of my favorites. It was Jeremy Gerard. Looks like the pastor in a small town that everyone knows that it looks like the disgraced pastor in a small town that everyone knows why the reason why he left the priesthood was because his oh, shit, how does it go?
I almost remember that joke because I remember.
Yeah, I just did it last year. Because his something to God was less than his something to pussy, and I thought that was hysterical.
Yeah, because I
things.
remember nobody attacks Jeremy. There's not too many, and I remember that joke
Yeah.
specifically.
Oh, and not one of my favorites, but I got screwed with Corn Boy. I didn't know he came into the room. I didn't know he sit in the back. And even Trav was like, how does Corn Boy just sit in the back? We should have had him come up. And I said, Corn Boy, what was it? Damn, I can't remember what it was. And I said it, and Corn Boy goes, I hear from the back, but not knowing he's there. He goes, I hear, fuck you, Kyle. I'm like, oh no. So I've really crapped, between the breakfast sandwich and the looks like.
Knowing the backstory, the fuck you, Kyle, means way more now than ever.
Way more. I'd have to go back and look. Like I've got one that I've done for my friend Bob Rieger, and I'm not sure you guys know what Bob looks like, but
yeah,
one of them, like Bob Rieger looks like, and I could probably bring this up to, like I would say John Caulfield. John Caulfield looks like every astronaut from the 1960s. Stuff like that. And I
now I don't know if you remember, but 2 years ago you gave me and Mike some roasts, and I remember exactly. And we even said on the
show,
Mike,
Brad looks like a Scooby Doo villain.
I look like a Scooby Doo villain with everyone laugh their ass off. Do look like a Scooby Doo villain. And then he goes, Mike looks like he wears small children's clothes or something.
What's really crazy is I'll be driving to an estimate or a job site, and I will think of something, and I'll literally be and I'll pull my phone up, which you can't do anymore in Michigan. I'll pull my phone up and I'll record it, and so people see me laughing to myself, and then going to my phone,
Scooby-Doo villain,
and I come back and I have to rewrite it later. Like it's just they hit me.
I remember I was losing my voice, and I yelled back. And if it wouldn't have been for them meddling kids or something, but I remember my voice. It was
another one I have is like somebody looks like I can't remember. There's so many that I can't remember the shtick, but
is freaking great that
they were spot on though. I feel like every single one was like
what I do is I'll think of something. And then I'll write it down. I'll write down the looks like, and then I'll go through the list of all of the people. Will White, you guys, Travis, Steven.
Will White got beat up a little bit. If I remember, some were really raunchy.
He does because he ends up getting thrown out. So I want to get to him soon. Well, the last one I did was Will White. Oh shoot! And the problem is I can't remember exactly how they go. Dang.
How about DeWitt looks like the only guy poolside at a pay-by-the-hour hotel.
Yeah. That's a great one. And I wish I would have thought of this last year, but he had when we did Legion's Con, he had just lost his job. And I didn't think about it until after, but imagine losing your job and then like 2 weeks later you're at Legion's Con, and I should have said, Jeremy DeWitt looks like he just got fired from the bowling pin factory, which is exactly what happened. And I didn't say that, did you? No, I didn't, because I had already had the list. I had already had everybody written down, and I wanted to keep the pace going. And it had happened so soon that I just didn't think.
Right.
I ended up doing something else for him. And it would have killed. It would have killed. Because everybody knew, because he had just been talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
So I do enjoy doing those. Yeah.
Curtis got your Will White one here. It is Will White looks like they've combined the picture of all the registered sex offenders
in New Jersey. Yeah, in New Jersey. Yeah. I mean, so I get the looks like, it comes into my brain, and then I just think who looks like that the best. And it could be Jim, it could be Corn Boy, it could be you guys, it could be Steven, it could be John Caulfield, it could be anybody. And I just think, who does this fit? And generally it works, and people lose their shit. So
Curtis.
I've got some for this year if we do it. I know with the whole wrestling thing, there's a lot going on. If we do it, I've got some, but I got to tell you, what I've come up with so far are good, but they're not as good as last year. I'd like to go back and do some of my best of and pull some of those best of ones that have just really got, just really good. Yeah. Yeah.
Or say them or try to make them better. Like, hey, we said this, but now it's this or something.
Now it's this. Yeah. Yeah.
Switch it up a little bit.
One of my favorites is looks like he's missing a chromosome. And I just don't know or he's got an extra chromosome. Like Big Greg looks like he's missing a chromosome.
He could be the missing link. I mean, so that.
But it's just when you drop it in too. You don't want to go, So I try to keep it moving. I try to keep things flowing. My last year was great. I introduced my wife and I said, and keep it going. Keep the applause going because my wife looks like she needs to talk to your manager now. And my wife's got that haircut. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Perfect
It's
lead-in.
nice when I see your wife smile because I feel at ease when I see your wife smile.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, she's smiling. But then like all of a sudden it's like, oh God, shit, run.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do is to make my wife laugh. There's nothing better than I like to do than make my wife laugh. After 30 years.
She's awesome. And you know what? Looking through those pictures back there, you guys look like you've been having some great times. So
great times.
Together,
yeah, it is great. It's wonderful.
Good time. What did I miss? Yeah. So Curtis said, "Can you give us a handful of superlatives off the top of your head?"
The answer to that is no.
Yeah, no. Curb says, as a fan of both the female figures and goblins, and with the recent confirmation by Jeremy that true are female goblins on Mythos, thoughts?
Love it. I'll take, other than bog goblins, I'll take goblins, skeleton goblins. I'll take fairy goblins. I'll take, it doesn't matter. I'm all in with goblins.
Female bog goblins. That's it. I want female bog goblins.
No.
Your Fury clan goblin really sounds intriguing. That happening. That's a done deal.
And whether it's and obviously it's not going to be me, but I would love to see a Fury clan goblin. I mean,
it's Tchaikovsky.
My dudes, Big Greg.
When you see Greg, you know his last name's got Sky in it.
Oh God! Oh shit! Greg kicked Kyle off the show. Hold on, time out. Kyle just said Greg was missing a chromosome. Greg came on the show, and Kyle ran away. Dude, he was out.
Give Kyle a few seconds to come back and join us. No, that was cool. He says, I'm late, but I'm here. We was talking about old man Kyle and his lookalikes, things he does at the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast. Now, Greg, you may not have heard some of the jokes this year because of someone that was in front of you talking a lot during the show. It was not me, but I was standing next to that person. That was Joe Russo. Joe Russo did talk a lot. And I did tell Joe that I'm not allowed to sit next to him anymore during My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast show.
Oh my gosh, Kyle, you didn't have to run away when Greg came.
I didn't mean to. Whenever Greg comes in, I get all like I gotta do something.
Ski.
So
yeah, ski. Yeah, that's the thing. When you see Greg, his last name's got the ski in it.
I can't pronounce his last name, so I just call him Big Greg.
You gotta say it right. It's Tchaikovsky.
Oh man. Oh wow.
Greg's arms are so long. He bitch slapped old man Kyle from Jersey.
What?
Well, yeah, because we said Big Greg. You were just talking shit about Big Greg with his missing chromosome, and then all of a sudden you get bumped off.
Oh yeah, and then I bump off. Yeah. I mean,
to Toy Tuber in New Jersey. What is that? Toy Tuber? Sounds like something cool.
Yeah, it must be a show out. Ruben, is that a show out in New Jersey? Then I would say.
Is that where?
Of it must.
I mean,
So-
I wonder if it's something like when we went to StatueCon and all those YouTubers that do sideshow.
Maybe for action figures.
But
Yeah.
for action figures, I mean, it was there were. I had no idea who these people were, but they had million subscribers. Everyone else knew who they were while we were there. But yeah, it's a good time.
And hi to Nolan Collects. Nolan just came in too.
Yeah, me and Joe were bromancing. I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I mean, the guy did bring a bag of drinks in. I've never seen anybody carry in a black trash bag filled with drinks. Like he had his bottle, his cup, his ice. He had his mixed drink. I mean, he had it all in a black trash.
Come to Trav's on a random Tuesday.
Rob has a question.
Rob has a question.
Oh, do you think Justin Bieber's shoe size is 8.5 or a full size 9?
Justin Bieber's shoe size is probably a 5.
Definitely smaller than his member. Yeah.
Rob always asks our members about Justin Bieber facts.
Okay. Ruben says, yes, I heard the Horsemen are going to be there. 8/17/25. So August 17th.
Go to Source Horseman, I'm sure it'll say. Isn't all the
That's another show that you can catch the Horsemen at then. According to Ruben. That's cool.
Oh yeah, right here.
Is it on their website? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that a recent release? Is that something they've recently?
I've never heard of the show before.
Can I share it?
Yeah, me neither.
Mentioned it.
So this was actually on. You go to sourcehorseman.com, scroll down, you'll see it right here. Toy Tuber Expo, August 17th, full details. Click on it.
Excellent.
Brand new show.
Brand new show. That's why we haven't heard of it. Yeah.
Whether you're into retro heroes, cutting edge action figure collectibles, or behind the scenes sculpting secrets, this is where toy community unboxes its passion.
Nice.
From exclusive figure reveals and deep dive reviews to panel discussions, top toy tubers, and live collector battles.
So that's late mid-August in Jersey.
Yeah.
So that's backyard. That's backyard for those guys.
Holiday Inn at the Hasbrook Heights. Yeah, looks cool.
Dude, the chat is blowing Kyle up with his look like stuff. We gotta read these. Curtis starts.
Curtis is always involved.
Are you talking about this one?
Looks like a doctor that would walk in a room for a prostate exam and say, "Who's ready for the big finger?"
Funny you mention that. When my wife and I go to Trav's Halloween parties, sometimes my wife works and she's an RN, so I will just dress up as a doctor, and we'll come straight from when she gets out of work to the Halloween party, so we look like doctors. And Ben Shortmidge made up a badge for me that says, with one of the many pictures of my face doing weird stuff on it, Dr. Ira Jellyfinger. So I wear that badge whenever I go to a Halloween party where I'm dressed as a doctor. So he's not far off. Curtis is not far off.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Curtis, you think I give good hugs? Man, I'll tell you what, wait till we talk about a prostate exam, brother.
I agree with Dusty. Old man Kyle looks like he should be handing out flyers to the Classic Car Show. Now that you say that, Kyle actually looks like that guy off that Classic Car Show where he goes and looks at the vintage cars.
Hey, you guys are stepping on my shit here. Come on now. I can't use that now. Dusty?
We got another one.
Old man Kyle looks like he walks into Walgreens wearing man diapers looking for diaper actually.
God damn it, Greg. Damn it, Greg. That's good, Greg. I'm going to use that crap, and then I'm going to have to give you credit for that. Except I'm not going to use Old Man Kyle. I'm going to use I'll use somebody else.
McCarthy.
Dang it. I tell you what, though, I do get a lot of, I will get messages from Dusty or Maverick or, hey, how does this one sound? And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty dang good. That's pretty dang good. I got to use that. And then I got to give credit for it. So.
Nice.
Here, this one. I almost forgot. I was going to do this earlier because Jesse, I'm sure he's not watching now, Curtis is. Jesse sent me the link to what me and Mike I guess we'll go ahead and plug this now. But me and Mike will actually be on Shooting the Shelf this Sunday.
What?
So me and Mike have been on there individually, I do believe, over the years. But this time me and Mike will be together on Shooting the Shelf this Sunday. Mike, is that 8 o'clock?
That's 8 o'clock, yeah.
8 o'clock, that's what I thought.
I work till 7, yeah.
So yeah, check us out this Sunday. We'll I don't know what we're going to talk about. I'm sure we'll talk about Shooting the Shell.
Talk about your interview with Old Man Kyle.
We will talk about that. I'm sure we'll bring that up. Curtis will bring it up. But yeah, that'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to that. I know I know Mike's excited too. We're all excited.
I'm excited. I got my little picture on their Shooting the Shelf thing. Look at that. That's
I
like one of my.
I can't remember what my last picture looked like when I think it was the picture where I was holding up the money at Legion's Con, and I was like that.
I think my last one was my tongue out or something.
That's a good one.
Well, those two pictures, they are missing tongues and fingers.
Yeah.
It's all good though. It's all good.
It's all good.
I got the Gene Simmons tongue of mythos.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me go back here.
He loves it.
I mean, in this, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, Brad looks like a 5th grade science teacher. Just that picture right there.
Just that picture. Oh my God.
That can solve the problem by turning it off.
Yeah. And Mike looks like he's the reason why kids are on the backs of milk cartons. I mean, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Oh my God, looks like a guy that could solve his tech problems by turning off and turning back on.
Truth, Curtis. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly right. When my stuff fails, I just restart.
I heard that Brad and Joe Russo were getting frisky with each other.
I was told that I am not allowed to sit next to him at My Wife's Kill Me podcast anymore because me and him had such awesome jokes that the jokes between me and him were way better than the ones that Pete was handing out. Not you.
Yeah.
Pete's were not that great.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. I mean, Joe Russo can do a lot of things to a lot of different people. That guy's got to put a spell on you.
We were pretty witty.
Yeah.
One point, I think we were like, maybe they should give us a mic. I did think it was great though, because Pete is obviously he's a fire chief, and there was a scenario downstairs. And I think I said this before on the show. Trevor got a message saying that somebody downstairs needed medical attention. We don't know who it was. It's just somebody needed medical attention. So Trevor walks by, leaves the show, shows Pete the message that says somebody's down in the lobby and needs medical attention. And Pete's just like, and the show must go on.
Gosh, when was that? Was that Legion's Con like 3 years ago?
No, it was just this last one. And I look around because I swear Mike was right here. And I looked and I saw Mike was gone. And I thought, Mike knows CPR. I'm thinking somebody's choking or dying or something.
Yeah. I'm
thinking Mike's already downstairs. And I'm like, well, I'll go back him up or something. Mike can blow and I'll pump, And I get down there. I don't see Mike. I don't see any medical person. I don't see anybody that needs medical attention. Nobody knew what I was talking about. So I so end of story there. But that being said, I just thought it was funny that Pete was just like, oh, what am I supposed to do about it? Doing a show.
It's funny because every time my wife and I drive by a car accident that has just happened, she's like, pull over. I got to get out and go see what's going on. I got to go out and see if I can help. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh
my
we got
God,
dinner reservations. We got to go.
Well, good for you, and he's trying to help. It's in her nature.
Yeah, it's in their blood. It's in their blood.
Curtis says, Mike, did you see this? Tune in for titties on the show.
He is so correct with that phrase.
And it's not TIDD. It's not TIDY either. It's the proper
best.
Yeah.
But with 2 D's, not T's.
Oh my God! Now,
best.
Okay, I'm gonna bring. Let me. Let me bring this back up because I wasn't gonna say it, but Brad looks like white African American.
Brad looks like white African American. Yes, he does. He does. Oh my God!
I was thinking that, but I'm like, I can't say that. But
it was okay that somebody else said it. It was okay that somebody else said it.
The most proper way you can possibly say it.
Oh my God, that's better than the 5th grade science teacher. That's okay, Rob.
Okay.
Yeah, I may have to use that.
He does. He looks. You know who he looks like right there? He looks like the dude Grady off of what is the Junkyard show? Sanford and Son.
Oh my God!
Oh Jesus, man,
Great.
that is amazing.
I love you guys. I love all of you, each and every one of you. You all getting knighted. All the chat is getting knighted. You are all amazing.
What a fun show.
Oh my God!
Dude, this was great. We're gonna have to get Booster on.
Antiques on the Road show.
We're gonna have to get. Who else is part of the cronies there at My Wife's Gonna Kill Me? We've already had Matt Rod on. We still need to get Boostra. Who else?
Ben Talmadge.
Okay, we got to get Ben on.
You got to get Scoot on.
Who's Scoot?
Scoot Talmadge. He's our Transformer guy.
Okay.
Oh,
get
okay.
Yeah, he's the one who went ass over tea kettle and took out his arm at one of our shows.
Oh wow.
That's where Heidi said the phrase "Ben broke his pussy."
Brad looks like
I mean, I'm gonna have to use Rob's on that one, and Problem is I can't. When I say it at a show, there's not a picture that that can reinforce that.
Man, Kyle.
Oh my God, we got now.
Eric, buddy, I'm here, brother.
We got Eric Miller.
That is Old Man Kyle.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
Question mark too.
Yeah, and question mark.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is fucking. Oh man, like my stomach hurts. I think it's a great picture. I love the picture. I do think the coloring.
You do look like Grady off of Sanford and Son.
That's his
name. You do look like Grady off of Sanford and Son. Oh my God. Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Oh my God, Jesse, you did so good, dude.
Dude, I fucking love it. I think this looks beautiful, though. I think it's awesome. You know what, though? I keep saying I said this like a year or two ago that we needed to get a thumbprint for Legion's Lair, but I kind of like. We're still old school.
We need to save that thing right there. Send that to me, Brad. I did
send it to you. I did send it to you. Brad looks like an urban RIP airbrush t-shirt. I'm going to tell Brad to scroll up. Okay, let's see.
Lamont. Lamont.
I'm trying to find Stokes' comment.
Great.
Oh my God. Why do you guys look like you're being played by Wayland Brothers?
Man, this is what happens. This is what happens. I can't compete with this stuff. They're just getting. Oh my God.
Making my way downtown. I need you.
Oh Christ.
I love each and every one of you. I love it. It's fucking
Oh
great.
shit! I haven't laughed this. Wow.
Oh, I gotta take it down because I can't stop. My eyes. It's just like there's.
Yeah, I gotta take my glasses off here. Yeah. Jesus.
I just keep.
Oh my God.
The only thing that would have made that picture braid or better is seeing your version, your Brady version with titty pauldrons on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh Jesus.
I know I can't, but maybe I'll show up to shooting the show, playing the dude as a dude, playing the dude.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
For 400 years. The soul brother. He comes to my neighborhood, soul brother. Hey, Mike can test for this because I used to work down at the jail with Mike for like 10 years. And there was these black guys who worked in maintenance. And every time, you remember Lloyd and
Lloyd Sam just retired not too long ago.
Did he? So Sammy passed away a few years ago, but
Sam passed.
Sammy actually looked like he was from an episode of Sanford and Son. And to give you Mike's laughing, but he really did. Now Sammy and Lloyd used to call me Chocolate. That was my name. That was my nickname at the jail, was Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Because they said that I was the blackest white dude they've ever met. He used to say, "You have so much soul, man. You like a black man under all that." And I would just, it was just that I grew up in the hood. I went to school at Garfield, which is the hood here in Akron. It's just who I know. When I went to the jail and worked there, it was like family reunion a little bit because like there are people I knew and went to school with, or their family members or whatnot. So it was a little weird and awkward, but yeah, that was my name, Chocolate. So to see it come full effect is amazing. It really is.
Oh my
You're
God!
white chocolate. I think that's what Lloyd would call me, white chocolate. White chocolate. And then Sam would come up with.
I like Chocolate. We're gonna have to get that on a shirt too, with that picture.
Chocolate.
With that picture and just Chocolate.
Man, I'm gonna give all these ideas to Joe from Retro Rags. He's gonna be printing stuff off left.
Oh my God! Who do we got on the next episode, guys?
Hold up, old man Kyle looks like he asked for a go bag at all you can eat buffet.
Greg, that is correct. I have done that.
He's been kicked out.
Damn, you guys are good, man. Shit.
We're going to have some fun on Sunday. Yes, we are. Mike, app and you shall receive. I did have a banner in here. I was on it.
All right.
On July 8th, 7 o'clock, season 4, episode 14, our guest will be none other than Stephanie Orkin.
And boy, are we going to get to know Goliath.
You know, her Facebook page, is it Schmidt or Orkin on Facebook? Either way, you may know her as Schmidt or Orkin.
Dave's better half.
Dave,
but how does she feel about goblins and Kate Beckinsale?
We can ask.
We will ask. If she's in the chat, she can speak up or forever hold the peace. We are going. Okay, that's stat.
Yep, we are looking forward to that show. I'm looking forward to learn more about Glios that I don't know.
Yes,
so it's going to be an interesting show to say the least. And Steph, and I'm going to say Steph is probably the leading expert within the community on Glios right now.
Whoa! Are we talking about? I mean, we are talking about Also,
pretty,
Pete McCarthy, right?
Probably.
Well, I got it. I've heard Pete has like 150 Galios figures. I think Steph blows him away. I'm just saying.
Oh shit! All right,
she may know the ins and outs, possibly.
I'll definitely tune in for that because anybody that can knock Diva Pete down a notch, I'm here for it.
Steph's
Now,
gonna knock him.
Curtis, if I am correct, I don't think this was Old Man Kyle that did this. I do think this was in fact Mo2 Joe. I think this was a true statement from Mo2 Joe. I really do believe this. I think Mo2 told me a story one time that this actually happened to him.
Yeah, I would not be surprised with Joe. Yeah, I would not be surprised with Joe.
Kyle, you can switch this up and use it for your thing now for Mo2 Joe.
Yes.
A crack at him.
Yeah. Definitely. Because that sounds like Joe.
Yeah, you can't waste candy. Come on.
Old Man Kyle looks like he would try to unclog a toilet with his bare hands.
Fucking A, brother.
Successful.
God. Greg, man, you are on top of it tonight, Greg. You are on it. Dang it. I got him. I have to retire. I'm just going to have to turn it over to Greg.
Dave
I
says
wish
Steph's
I had
nuts.
Old Man Kyle when my Anubis hand fell into the shitter.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no.
That was the best story ever.
No.
I was taking a shit when I was taking Anubis out of the package, and one of his hands fell right between my legs into the shitter. I
Mike
wish I
told the
had
story how he like popped it and it was like juke, 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 and
Slow motion. Slow motion. Yeah.
Like,
in the seat
no! And I wasn't going in for it. It was bad.
Mike,
I don't do that because I know that's exactly what will happen. If I crack open an action figure while I'm sitting on the can, that's exactly what's going to happen. There's not going to be any. Yep. And then I'm going to have to decide, do I want to go in after it or just want to flush it?
I didn't have a lot of time because of work, and I got home from work. It was on the tube. I grabbed it. Also had to take a shit, so I had to compromise, and I lost the hand. I'm going in after that.
I'm going in.
Poopus. How long are your shits that you sit there?
Oh shit!
Oh my God, Mike looks like
dude, it doesn't matter. After I was done shitting, I kept on tearing that figure open. Yeah, we're doing it. I like to take 20-minute dumps. What do you guys take? I mean, when you go to shit,
looks like a guy that poops with action figures.
Mike looks like his legs go numb when he's sitting on the toilet and opening up action figures. And he can't get up. He can't get up.
Hey, Trevor, they make them even more special. They're worth more, buddy.
Well, it sounds like if it's going in the toilet, nobody's.
All I gotta say is, guess where I opened Fastia up at?
Oh no!
Oh yeah,
Mike looks like baby still. Oh,
Trevor's right. I'm every time I come by you guys' booth, if Mike's got loose figures or used figures, I'm like, nah. Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm gonna have to do a hard pass on that, as Steven would say.
Like, ooh, like not good.
Well,
smell the hands first, people.
Yeah.
Smell those.
Can I take that out of the vacuum sealed bag and smell it before I buy it?
Why is this figure missing a hand? It's a long story.
Don't worry about it.
Mike has the answer for it.
Well, did I ever tell you about? Did I ever tell you about my porta potty story?
Oh, please do tell.
Oh
shit, dude.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh my God. So, anyways, Melissa and I, we go out to do some biking on the hike and bike trail up in Akron. So we go up there. Okay, we have the bikes in the truck. We get there, and you get there before you get on the trail. You want to relieve yourself, so you don't have to do that. So she goes into the porta potty. She comes back out, and she's like, "Oh my God!" And I go, "What's wrong?" And she goes, That is the most hideous porta potty I've ever been in. I think I have a disease. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, well, I got to go. So I'm going in. So I went in. Now, how do I want to put this? She underestimated that statement by like 10.
Wow.
It was so freaking bad in there. So I walk up, I flip the lid up, and I go now. My bike shorts had no pockets in them.
Oh my God.
This is where it all went wrong.
Man, the setup is the best part.
Okay, so I undo my bike shorts, and in my bike shorts, the top, my car keys were there.
Oh no.
I undid my bike shorts, and it was like slow motion. The car keys just slipped out and just fell into the porta potty, and I'm like, no. And I found out right there, either I was gonna be a pussy or I was gonna see how much of a man I was. I hit the deck of that porta potty. I went elbow deep. No, I went shoulder deep into that porta potty, and I hit rock bottom. I was so thankful. And I'm searching for those keys. And when I tell you,
They're heavy and they sunk to the bottom.
dude, there was turds in there
Blech,
on my forearm.
blech.
I'm telling you, this one turd was making fun of me as it was bobbing up and down, going, "Ha ha! I got you now, Mikey." But I found those motherfucking keys.
Oh my
I
God.
brought them out of there, and I walked out of that porta potty, and my girlfriend she goes, "What happened to you?" And I walked by her. I said, "Don't worry about it. It's not good. I'll be back." I had to walk up to the police station, show them my badge, and tell them what happened. They got me in so I could use their restroom to clean off. Now, incidentally, my truck keys smelled like shit for at least a month.
Oh my God.
At least a month.
And if your truck key smelled like that for a month, what did your goddamn hand smell like?
Oh my
Mike's
God.
hand came out. It was probably all blue, and all I can think about is I'm blue,
Listen.
not a bee.
Girlfriend's like, you ain't touching me. You ain't touching me until Christmas. Mm-mm.
You have never lived until you went shoulder deep in a porta potty, baby.
I'll take your word for it.
You're giving shitty details so hard pass.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Borrows
Good.
Mike's car.
Don't buy a car from Mike. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Curtis,
Well,
this
we
is a
were an
crappy
hour
story.
away from home. To replace that fob
Oh my
would
God.
have been $300, $400.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. I had
Yeah,
to
but
go.
now you got to have skin grafts that cost $1,000 because your flesh is melting off your arm. Ugh.
It was sick, dude. Anyways, I can't believe I've never told that story on here before.
That was a great story to tell.
It's all true. Every last bit of it. What kind of superhero villain powers did Mike gain that day? What is his new name? Oh, man. Well, okay, that's an assignment for shooting the shelf. Everybody, for shooting this shelf on Sunday, think about it and come up with my superhero name from that story.
And people are going to be like, what is going on? Anything to save a buck. Jesus.
Yeah, I keep thinking of Captain Underpants because he has the plunger, but I don't. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Now that my face hurts, my stomach hurts, and I still have tears rolling down my eyes.
I think we got a show, man.
Anything to save a buck. That's great. Well, I think that's a show. So, Old Man Kyle, thank you for coming on. You can stay in the green room real quick. We'll say goodbye. Everybody else,
Thank
thank you
you.
for tuning in. 2 weeks. Check us out again. Until then, peace. Come
Thank you
on, love
guys.
all.
Appreciate it. Love you.